Hey, who stopped the printers? We gotta keep these printers running, boys. We gotta keep printing out this money and pump the stock market. Let's get these printers going. I'm gonna be pissed.
YouTube, StockTwits, Investing.com, you name it. Everywhere in the comment section, people are calling out the Fed for pumping up the stock market. And honestly, that brought me some curiosity because, I wasn't really sure. So today, guys, I've done the research. And for those of you guys who are still confused and don't really know if it's actually true if the Fed's pumping up the stock market, I got you. So we're going to be going over what the Fed does, how their operations work, and if they're actually pumping up the stock market. Let's get into it. Firstly, let us quickly talk about the Fed's role in the economy. So as you guys know, the Fed regulates financial institutions such as the banks, and they manage inflation by, you guessed it, printing money, getting those printers whirring. So the reason the Fed prints money is to control something we like to call inflation. That's right, inflation. When the economy starts heating up too much, the Fed raises interest rates by printing less money. And so when the economy starts slowing down, like in a recession like we're in right now due to the you-know-what, lowers interest rates and starts printing money. The reason they start printing more money is to provide liquidity to the market. Because guess what? Businesses, banks, these guys all need loans right now. Everyone's struggling. And in a recession, they want people to start spending more to get the economy kick-started. And that's why they lower interest rates. And so only last week, the Fed announced that they'll be starting a new $2.3 trillion quantitative easing program, and this is going to consist of them buying bonds, debt from companies, and basically providing loans at much lower interest rate costs, because right now businesses are struggling hard. They need loans to survive.
$2.3 trillion loan program. This is manipulation. This is a scam. The Fed is playing with America. This is a scam. I must share my useless opinion on StockTwits and make everyone agree that the Fed is manipulating the stock market.
So now the big question, is the Fed buying stocks? Well, it's a little more complicated than a simple yes or nay. No. Technically, the Fed could buy stocks, but they would need Congress's approval for that. And right now, they don't have that approval. So if they would be buying stocks right now, technically that would be illegal. Unless Mr. Donald Trump himself has made another illegal move. I don't know.
You listen to me, Jay Powell. You respect me, not the other way around. You work for me, not the other way around. So you better keep these printers going.
Fed is indirectly pumping up the stock market and propping it up, and this is how it works. So what happens is a lot of banks, hedge funds, these guys, they don't want their cash sitting on the side collecting nothing, because cash, it deteriorates in value, and you don't want your cash to be just sitting around like that. So what these banks, these hedge funds, they end up buying something called treasury bills. And so treasury bills are issued by the government, and they're basically considered safe because, they're provided by the government. And these have usually very low interest rates, but they're used as a hedge. You gotta put that cash to use. That's why they buy the treasury bills. And so when the Fed wants to provide money into the market, they buy these treasury bills back, and in return, obviously those banks, those hedge funds will get their money back plus the interest. And so now that these guys have the money, what are they gonna do with it? They ain't just gonna be chilling there wasting their money. They usually use that money to either buy, more bonds, different things, or obviously provide it as loans for people. But usually that money will end up trickling down into the economy, and people will end up using that money to put it into the stock market. Not to mention obviously those big hedge funds, they're gonna be using that money to put it into the market. And so indirectly, the Fed is technically pumping the stock market. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe. If I missed anything, let me know. I hope you people out there that are confused or were confused now get a better understanding of if the Fed actually is pumping this market, and if those people on StockTwits are just random trolls just trying to make you feel scared. I'll be putting out banger quality content. More come. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.